Here's a real high-class bout.
Cuphead! This game has intrigued me in so many ways. The art style is great, the gameplay is great, except if you're this guy.
Damn it! I feel like the pink things are the reason I'm dying.
But there's one thing that I really like about this game. The music. Oh my god, it's amazing. Like, they nailed it on the head with the jazzy 1930s vibe. I'm really impressed, so today I'm gonna dive in and take a closer look at one of the most prominent style choices in this game. Let's get started. In the 1930s, the Depression was in its worst. People turned to different media to escape from the lives they lived. Whether it be through radio or movies, people around the world tried to escape reality itself. Scott Joplin was one of the most iconic ragtime composers in the late 1800s and early 1900s, making songs like Maple Leaf Rag, Reflection Rag, and Peacherin Rag, just to name a few. So when the Depression hit, people turned to music like this to ease the pain. Animation in the 1930s also had a very cheery style and dealt with problems that were down to earth and simple. The music that went along with it was similar to the style of ragtime, which could be very cheery or completely opposite in some cases, sounding like death has rolled up on their front door. So when they started developing Cuphead back in 2010, they knew they had to keep this style in mind. So when they asked Christopher Madigan to do the soundtrack for Cuphead, he took it upon himself to achieve that very style. Christopher turned to songs like Caravan by Duke Ellington that was written in 1937. You can hear strains of Duke's work throughout Cuphead's soundtrack. Another interesting style that was used was Brazilian carnival music. This was used in one of their more prominent songs, and personally one of my favorite songs, Floral Fury. Alan Hetherington played percussion using bongos, maracas, and other Brazilian percussion instruments, and was the one that asked Madigan to write the song in that style. Madigan used a big band orchestra and wrote something that sounded like it came right out of the 30s. After that, they took ideas from the 30s and ran with it. Composing Cuphead didn't seem easy, but it wouldn't have been as good if they used modern music, and that style just kinda seemed to fit. Rehearsal went a little something like this. There's a total of 56 songs in the Cuphead soundtrack, and it almost takes 3 hours to listen to. If you're interested in music as a producer and not a consumer, I think it's very important to experiment and go outside your boundaries when it comes to composition, like Madigan did with Cuphead. So I'm taking it upon myself to try and replicate the style of Cuphead in a song. It may take a week, it may take a month, I don't really know. But I'm thinking it'll take about 2 weeks or so to get it done. But who knows? If you're interested on updates about the project, you can check me out on Twitter. And if you want to hear my music but don't want to use YouTube, which I've heard it has a lot of problems lately. I've heard it's kind of going downhill. It's kind of going in a direction I don't really want to be a part of. So if you could just you can check me out on SoundCloud. And with that, thanks for watching. This is something new, and I'm more than likely going to do more of these kinds of videos in the future. Maybe not specifically video game music, but something pertaining to it anyway. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing. New videos come out every week, and I've been trying to spice things up lately. I'll leave links to the OST and their music rehearsal down below in the description. Phoebe out.